Good evening and welcome to Newswatch tonight as we bring you news that made headlines today. My name is Melissa Oduor. On the sign language is Boniface Muredi. Newswatch begins now. Now, at least 20% of all houses under the Affordable Housing Program will be reserved for members of disciplined forces. Making the announcement, President William Ruto further said the officers from the Kenya Defence Forces, the National Police Service, the National Youth Service and the Kenya Prison Service will benefit from single-digit interest rate credit as low as 3% a year. He said currently 15 counties have begun construction of the houses for the disciplined forces. He was speaking during the launch of the Central Bank of Kenya CBK housing complex in Nairobi's industrial area. The fully furnished units comprising 200 two-bedroom and 10 three-bedroom apartments will provide dignified and decent homes for police officers assigned to the Central Bank of Kenya.
Beyond meeting the immediate housing needs of officers serving at Central Bank, this initiative aligns with our broader national agenda to improve the welfare of all our men and women in uniform. For decades, and I mean this, many years, many of our police officers and prison wardens have lived in dilapidated, inadequate housing, even as they serve tirelessly to protect us. These are men and women who we can say lived in squalor. And yet, we expect them to do the utmost to keep all of us safe. During construction, the CBK housing complex created over 500 jobs daily, employing more than 1,000 Kenyans over a 2-year period. Similarly, the construction of the National Police Leadership Academy in Ngong engaged more than 700 workers. A broad range of skilled professionals, architects, engineers, surveyors, foremen, and many young people contributed to this success. In fact, the heroes of this success are the men and women who broke sweat, soiled their hands, the bricklayers, the steel fixers, the gentlemen in Juakali who made the windows, the quantity surveyors, the people who did the real work, soiled their hands to get this project here. Those are the heroes of this moment, and we celebrate each and every one of them.
Our People's Liberation Party leader Martha Karua has condemned the Tanzanian government for harassing activists and the region's opposition leaders and warned of rising repression in Tanzania. Speaking hours after activists Boniface Mwangi and Agatha Atuhaire narrated their ordeal in the hands of Tanzanian authorities, Karua, who is a senior counsel, said Tanzanian President Samia Suluhu, who was once celebrated as a reformer, has now fully embraced a tyrannical tactic. Human rights groups have also criticized the arrests, calling them political and illegal. Some activists have even gone missing or been harassed by security forces.
Are not isolated. They mark a dangerous, coordinated assault on democracy by our leaders across East Africa. The time for silence is over. We are staring at a regional crisis, not an economic crisis, not a crisis of trade, but of democracy itself. And democracy facilitates economic growth and is the basis upon which we can accelerate regional integration.
Nairobi Senator Edwin Sifuna has added his voice to the condemnation against Tanzania and posted on his social media page X that first, ban the entire CCM leadership from visiting our country. Second, withdraw from joint hosting of CAF with the dictatorships in Uganda and Tanzania. Thirdly, move the ELS annual conference from Zanzibar, withdraw that fake apology, and demand that Tanzania apologizes to us instead. Perhaps urging President William Ruto, who during the National Prayer Breakfast had apologized to Kenya's neighbors, Tanzania and Uganda. Well, moving on, Rose Njeri, the software developer who was arrested for creating a web platform for Kenyans to submit feedback to reject the Finance Bill 2025, has been released on a 100,000 shilling bond. Njeri was arrested at her home on Friday last week and detained at the Pangani police station. She is accused of unauthorized interference with computer systems, specifically for creating a web application that sent mass emails to the Finance Committee of the National Assembly. The prosecution alleges that this action disrupted the normal functioning of parliamentary systems. A defense team comprising of former Chief Justice David Maraga argued that the charges lack a clear legal foundation and infringed upon her constitutional rights. Njeri did not take plea. Magistrate Geoffrey Onsarego has scheduled June 20 to determine whether she will answer to charges relating to alleged cybercrime offences. To Bungoma now, police officers from the railway police station have died after the vehicle they were traveling in collided head-on with a trailer on the Bungoma highway. Confirming the incident, Bungoma Central Police Commander Rogers Busire said the two officers were aboard a police Land Cruiser that was leaving Webuye heading to Bungoma when they met head-on with a trailer from Matulo side. The two vehicles collided and the officers died on the spot. The driver of the trailer managed to escape with minor injuries. Eyewitnesses have, however, accused the trailer driver of being on high speed causing the accident. They're urging the government to erect speed bumps to control speeding traffic on the major highway.
Today at around 1, there was a police vehicle that was traveling from Webuye towards Bungoma general direction. And there was another truck that was coming from Bungoma general direction, heading to Webuye. So they collided head-on collision, just as you can see, the point of impact. Unfortunately, we have lost 2 lives, and one of the drivers has been injured and rushed to hospital. We are yet to establish exactly what caused the accident, but we have just started the investigations.
Gari ya polisi ilikuwa inatoka sehemu ya Webuye. Kama kawaida hatuelewi kama walikuwa wanafukuzana na kitu. Hatuwezi sema kwa sababu kile pengine walikuwa wanafukuza akionekani, lakini walikuwa na speed ya juu sana. Na ile trailer pia yenye ilikuwa inakuja kutoka upande ya Bungoma kuelekea Webuye ilikuwa kwa speed ya juu. Na ile gari ya polisi walipojaribu basi kuovertake kwenda upande ya right, akapata kwamba kuna gari ilikuwa inakuja, akajaribu kurudi. Hata kurudi kutoka tena ndiye anakutana na ile trailer. Sasa mimi kama mwokozi tumekuwa pale kuokoa, na kweli kwamba ilikuwa ni impact mbaya sana kwa sababu maofisa wawili tumejaribu kupiga tu ile body, ndio tukatoa miili yao miwili ndani. Ni tuweze kudhibiti hizi vyombo vya usafiri, kwa sababu tunapofika katika barabara tambarare huwa tunaona kwamba gari inaenda sana, so naweza sahau ukajiachilia zaidi. Kwa hivyo ni ombi langu ya kwamba madereva kila mahali kaweze kudhibiti hizi vyombo. Mahala ambapo kuna mteremko zaidi, hapo ndio nafaa kuwa mwangalifu zaidi. Na poleni sana kwa hizo familia ambazo wamepoteza maafisa wawili. Hata sisi kama public, members of the public, tumepoteza ambao wanafaa kutulinda.
Nyeri now appeals for justice ring high as residents converged for the funeral of 7-year-old Tamara Blessings at Solio Ranch. Tamara was allegedly raped and brutally murdered with her body hidden beneath a bed in the Witemere slums of Nyeri town last week. Now, the suspect in the horrific crime has been arrested, but the pain and outrage felt by those who knew Tamara and the wider community were palpable as they gathered to honor her memory and seek justice.
Sisi kama serikali hatuwezi furahishwa na vitendo zinavyotendeka kwa watoto wetu, na Nataka tu kutoa tahadhari pia kwa wanaume, na hata wale pia wanajiita mapastors, kwa sababu pastors wa nyororo nyingi, watu wanajiita mapastors, wanajiweka nyororo na kola, ati hao ndio wanatulinda, ndio wanatupatia maisha ya umungu, na ilhali hao fake pastors, ukiangalia dhuluma nyingi ni hao wanatenda. Tunataka tuchukue jukumu sisi zote, kwa sababu hii si kazi ya serikali peke yake. Tunataka tushirikiane. Nimefurahishwa na mmoja wetu hapa amesema tujichunge wale watu ambao unashuku. Sisi tunawauliza wananchi wote, hii ni vita. Hii ni vita ambaye tunataka tuichukue zote, na ile kitu itatusaidia sisi kama wananchi. Mimi kama DC siwezi fanya kazi bila kupatiwa information. Ikiwa kuna mtu unafikiria, hata ukimwangalia hivi na unamchuku, ukishuku mtu huyu ni mzuri, ni mbaya, usilale na information kama hiyo.
Indeed, may the Lord rest her soul in peace. Our former Health Chief Administrative Secretary, Dr. Mercy Mwangangi, has taken over as the Chief Executive Officer of the Social Health Authority, SHA. She succeeds Dr. Robert Ingasira, who served in an acting capacity. Dr. Mwangangi was appointed to the position on the 11th of April after 92 applicants, out of which 12 candidates were shortlisted and interviewed. Dr. Mwangangi leaves her job as the Senior Health Systems Strengthening Director at Amref Health Africa and becomes the first CEO of the Social Health Authority. Addressing the press as she assumed office, Dr. Mwangangi pledged to ensure the new medical scheme, which replaces the defunct NHIF, is human-centered and offers Kenyans primary health care. And Azerbaijan has officially inaugurated its embassy in Nairobi, even as it marks 2 decades of diplomatic relations between Kenya and the West Asian nation. According to the Ministry of Foreign and Diaspora Affairs, this development highlights the commitment to deepening ties and exploring new avenues for collaboration, marking a significant step in advancing bilateral discussions. The Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi, who attended the inauguration with his Azerbaijan Foreign Affairs counterpart Ceyhun Bayramov, expressed Kenya's eagerness to expand collaborative areas with Azerbaijan in the near future. Now, since its establishment in 2023, the Azerbaijan embassy in Kenya has played a pivotal role in facilitating engagement between the two countries, thereby enhancing Nairobi's status as a regional diplomatic hub. President William Ruto, who hosted the Azerbaijan minister at State House, said the two countries are exploring opportunities of mutual interest and benefits, including trade and investment, tourism, green energy, mining, and people-to-people ties. A short break now. We will be back with the day's business news. Don't go too far.
Going back to the heart of worship.
Whether up the mountain or down the valley, we were created to worship God.
Enjoy carefully selected worship music every Wednesday all day long.
Oh, I will sing of the goodness of God.
Miracles
take it a notch higher with more worship music.
Every Wednesday
Is Worship Wednesday.
only on Hope FM. Listen and leave.
Hope TV is where you look and live, with an excellent selection of the best Christian programming consisting of local and international content of inspirational stories, talk shows, Bible commentary, youth, health shows, children entertainment, contemporary gospel music, extended times of worship, live broadcast, news, movies, drama, Christian ministry programs, and so much more. Hope TV is another quality service from Christ is the Answer Ministries, with over 45% of authentic and credible local content every week. Hope TV is a sister station to Hope FM, Kenya's leading Christian radio station, with footprints across the country. Tune in to Hope TV, where you look and live.
Thank you for tuning in to Hope TV, your go-to channel for hope, inspiration, education, and wholesome entertainment. At Hope TV, we are committed to knowing God and making Him known through powerful media content. We truly value you and are dedicated to serving you better. For feedback, inquiries, or complaints, reach out via WhatsApp or SMS on 0708 222 323. Email us at customerexperience@hopefm.org. Hope TV, look and live.
At business news now, Safaricom has unveiled a 2-month nationwide campaign dubbed the M-Pesa Sokoni Festival for product offers to customers across the country. The festival is part of the year-long celebrations for Safaricom's 25th anniversary in October this year, and will bring together more than 150 local and national businesses from across the country to offer customers discounts on devices, electronics, household items, beauty and fashion products, and travel, among others. The campaign kicks off in Mombasa with several activities lined up throughout the week, followed by a program by the M-Pesa Foundation dubbed Wezesha Mama, which will bring together women groups from the region for financial and digital literacy training. Safaricom will also host regional M-Pesa Agents Awards to recognize and award M-Pesa Agent stores that have shown exemplary performance over the last year.
For merchants who are basically people who have Pochi and LNM, we are engaging them on the business credits that we've launched in the recent past, Taasi Loan and Fuliza ya Biashara. For our mass customers, we are telling them about the new product we've launched, which is Zidi, and here being cost, we also have a good segment of our customers who are from the Muslim religion. We have Zidi Sharia for them, so how they opt in, how it will benefit them, and just listening through them what their use cases are going to be. It's going to be an event that will run throughout this week. So today we are Kongoya. From here we'll be moving to Miritini. From Miritini we'll be heading to Mikindani, Bangladesh, and we'll finish up the day at Changamwe Social Hall.
We are telling our businesses that we have solutions for them where they can be able to receive payments both on the M-Pesa Business Till and also for Pochi la Biashara. For the M-Pesa Business Till, we have launched 2 business credit solutions for them. So when you dial *234#, select business loans, you'll be able to access Fuliza Biashara, which is an overdraft service. And also we have a term loan under Taasi Till. And for the Pochi la Biashara, we've also launched the business credit solution called Taasi Pochi. So for Pochi la Biashara customers, you need to dial *334#, then select Pochi la Biashara, select Taasi Pochi.
And Family Bank has relocated its Ngara branch to the ground floor of Blue Heart Hotel on Park Road, Ngara. The new location is in a bid by the bank to enhance support for the business community through a more convenient, accessible and secure location. Family Bank CEO Nancy Njao said Ngara's growing commercial importance presents a promising opportunity for the bank to support the growth of local businesses. She said through tailored customer value propositions and strategic investment in the local business community, Family Banks aims to deliver additional value and contribute meaningfully to Ngara's economic development.
We usually use ourselves as Family Bank to also encourage customers' businesses and customers' enterprises, because we are a very local bank that started from its humble beginnings all the way to where it is today. So we are a living example that your businesses can also grow, and that we are here to make sure that we take the journey with you, we grow with you. So we do all that.
We thank God because we've been able to increase, we've been able to grow until it has come to a point where our customers have actually told us, no, I think when you grow, you need to expand. And that is why we moved this branch here. Because when we were down there, most of our customers would just walk in, but now they are telling us, we need some parking. That is, it's a symbol of growth. And it is good to appreciate growth. So when we are here, it's more convenient, and we are promising and committing that you're going to walk this journey together. Family Bank, we are not only in a new premise, but we are here to be your preferred bank for Biashara.
World of sports now, 20 athletes will be barred from participating in the World Athletics Championships trials after failing to provide their whereabouts for the first no-notice out-of-competition anti-doping test by the lapse of the 24th of May 2025 deadline. According to Anti-Doping Agency of Kenya, ADAC Head of Education and Research, Dr. Martin Yauma, 120 athletes from a list of 145 submitted by the Athletics Kenya underwent the first no-notice out-of-competition as per Section 15 of the Athletes Integrity Unit requirement. ADAC Acting CEO Penina Wahome stated that 270 athletes are currently in the testing pool for the World Athletics Championships, with the goal of testing at least 400 athletes by September this year. This as Athletics Kenya has announced that it will use this year's Prefontaine Classic Diamond League to select the men's 10,000 meters and the women's 5,000 meters team to represent the country at this year's World Athletics Championships in Tokyo, Japan. The Prefontaine Classics Diamond League will be held on the 5th of July at the Hayward Field in the University of Oregon, United States. And Windsor Golf Club and Countries Golf Hotel and Countries Club Njoroge Kibugu retained a blemish-free scorecard, having shot a round of 8 under par 64 to set an early marker on the opening day of the Thicker Greens Golf Resort leg of the Sunshine Development Tour East Africa Swing. Kibugu carded 8 birdies at the first, 4th, 6th, 9th, 11th, 12th and 18th to give him a 4-stroke lead ahead of the chasing pack led by current Country Club's Edwin Mudanyi, whose late charge up the leaderboard saw him finish on a score of 4 under par 68. Mudanyi sits 1 stroke ahead of Kenya's elite amateur Michael Karanga, who finished the round in 3rd after carding 3 under par 69. He sits ahead of a 5-way tie for 4th that features Tanzania's Abdallah Dula, Uganda's Ronald Rugumayo, Kenya's Dismas Indiza, Daniel Nduva and Simon Ngige, who finished the round of 2 under par 70. Round 2 action is set to tee off at 8 o'clock with players jostling to make the cut to pay through the final round and earn a stake of 2 million shillings prize fund on offer.
Today was fantastic. Came in with no expectations and got onto the first hole, and my putter got off to a hot start. I had 24 putts today, which really helped a lot, including hitting a lot of greens. I think I hit about 15 greens and sunk a lot of putts. So that contributed to the 8 under. But all in all, it was a fantastic day. It puts me in a good position, obviously. Looking forward to continuing the hot streak with the putter and can't wait to get started tomorrow.
My round today was good. Everything was working for me, despite 2 bogeys that I made some few holes. And the course is in good shape and hope to go deep tomorrow. I think it is not that tough. Is that it is a very big challenge for us, and even competing with the professionals, it's giving us opportunity.
From Newswatch tonight, many thanks for your company as we brought you this newscast. I have been your anchor, Melissa Oduor, together with Boniface Moredi on the sign language. On behalf of the entire crew behind the scenes here, have a good night.